Alright team, if you want to know how I dogfight Yaks, Spitfires, BF-109s while flying boom and zoom fighters, you need to know this video. First of all, you need to control all your different flaps. To do this, turn off your instructor in your game settings and bind two keys to toggle from raise flaps, combat flaps, takeoff flaps, and landing flaps. In the description I have linked a video on how to set up manual engine controls. You don't have to set it up, but just turning off the instructor and then binding two keys, that should do the job. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use your flaps in a correct manner. First thing you must know the braking speed of your combat flaps, your takeoffs, and your landing flaps. I will show you the simple facts such as how to use flaps to get better lead on the enemy and how to use it in a booming and zooming tactics. I know I have shown you the tactics and strategies such as merging and so on, but with the addition of use of the flaps, I will show you how to kill enemies better, more efficiently. Now, after you have gotten hold of how to control your flaps, the next video that's coming out, I'm gonna show you how to flat out dogfight enemies. Please note, all I'm showing you is general knowledge that better players than myself have. I'm no real expert at this. I'm simply sharing this knowledge so you guys can all enjoy the game. Now let's do this. Alright guys, in this scenario, what I'm going to show you is how to use your flaps correctly when leading a target. Right, P-51D5, the combat flaps opens at 600 Ks, takeoffs at 500, and I believe the landings, you can open them around about 280 or 300. Now, watch as I change my flaps during the fight. First I'm using combat. I'm gaining lead, I'm hitting my target, but he's decided to pull harder, therefore I use my takeoffs. And I get a lead on him again. And I keep hitting him, peppering him. Now, this is the simplest ways to use it. Now, we are going to look at a combat situation on how to use this. Now, against a slower opponent, we can do this more aggressively. Watch as I go into a high yo-yo and I use flaps at the top of the high yo-yo so I can turn into him faster, so I can gain speed when I'm going towards him faster. Now, I notice he's a lot slower than me, so as we go into a merge, we're going to use all the ranges of flaps to gain position on him. We go into a merge. He's way too slow to pull up, so I noticed that. I went straight to my landing and I leave it on takeoffs, so I got lift and the ability to get my gun sights on it, and he's done. Now we're gonna do the same thing but against an enemy who got a lot better energy performance. The way we're gonna attack him is the same. We go into the merge, but we are not going to pull flaps. Now watch this. High yo-yo, pull flaps, we go into a merge. Now, instead of pulling flaps after the merge, we're going into a spiral climb. When we hit roughly about 200 kilometers per hour, we are going to go full landing flaps, and this is going to give us a huge boost. What's going to happen is we are going to go flying way above him just as we hit that 200 marks and put our landing flaps on. We are going to get a huge altitude advantage that we're going to turn into a speed advantage, and that speed advantage we're going to use our high speed maneuverability once again using our flaps to gain position on the enemy, and that's what just happened. And we're going to do it. I'm going to show you another scenario where this happens all over again. Now we're going to go into a merge, and we're gonna go into a big spiral climb. Now watch the speed, watch the middle of your screen, at the bottom middle of your screen, as I hit flaps, roughly about 200 kilometers per hour. I'm gonna hit my flaps, it's gonna give me a boost, it's gonna drop me behind him with a speed advantage, which we're gonna turn into a positional advantage. And that's it for him. And what we do is we just pepper him. I don't follow him because there's an enemy behind me. I check my 6 and then continue to attack him. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how we are going to flat out dogfight using these flaps. These tactics for flaps is mainly used for boom and zoom type strategy. So I'll see you guys in the second video. Thank you very much.